shortage of freedom. Liberty is dying and it's all your fault. A new survey claims democracy around the world has fallen to a 12-year low thanks to government restrictions on personal freedoms in the name of fighting COVID-19. North America has remained the freest continent, but Canada has fallen out of the top 10 freest countries. Even in America, it's hard to count all the ways we have become less free. I'm sure you can think of a few reasons. So how can we restore freedom throughout the country and the world? Here to discuss, Independent Women's Voice Fellow and columnist at The Hill, Kristin Tate is back. Welcome back, Kristin.
Thank you so much for having me, Kennedy.
So what happened? Like, all of a sudden, all across the globe, COVID has taken so much from us. Are we ever going to realize those freedoms again?
Well, people need to start simply ignoring the tyrants who are telling them how to live and what to do. But politicians have realized that if they scare enough people, a significant portion of the population will demand that freedoms be taken away. This insistence that kids wear masks all day in school, or that any lifting of lockdown mandates is amounting to murder. And you know, this indefinite suspension of a return to normalcy, it all kind of stems from this mass hysteria and these hysterical, terrified Democrat voters, mostly Democrat voters, have been totally taken advantage of by these power-hungry politicians who see individual liberties as roadblocks in their quest for more control. It's all about control.
Yeah, just ask the Secretary for Health and Human Services or Anthony Fauci. They will tell you that sometimes, you know, personal liberties are an inconvenience and you're not entitled to all of them. And I think that's absolute nonsense. And I said it early in the show, this is just a starting point. You know, they might lift a mask mandate here or, you know, do less Zoom in a room in schools there. But they're going to go for more. They're already doing it in India, where they're having remote learning 1 day a week to cut down on smog. And there are politicians who have noted that there has been less air pollution in the lockdown, and that's going to be the future. Austerity is the future. It's not actually finding resources and solutions and technology. It's punishing us for oppressing the climate.
Exactly right. I wrote about this recently in The Hill. COVID may have just been the opening act, and we may be looking at a future where politicians try to put in place climate lockdowns. And you're absolutely right. We see left-wing groups like the EU's climate service gloating that the COVID restrictions and lockdowns may have saved hundreds of lives by curbing carbon emissions. And these climate lockdowns, I mean, they could be soft lockdowns with carbon taxes that basically force millions of people to work from home by punishing people from driving to work. You could see students being forced to do permanent online learning, either on a monthly or weekly basis. You could see rolling blackouts, either because of government mandates or because of failed green energy policies. And I just want to say, all of this is ramping up as we have actually reduced climate-related deaths, at least in the U.S., by 2/3 over the last 5 decades, thanks to technological innovations. This is all just hysteria, again, for more control.
Absolutely right. And, you know, it's like I was joking about this when they finally admitted the comorbidities were the driving force in hospitalizations and COVID deaths. So they're going to be coming after your BMI. Mark my words. It's all happening. That's why Eric Adams is forcing kids to go vegan in New York City public schools. It is control. Climate is the pretext. It's going to get so much worse. We have to fight back. Thank goodness for you, Kristin Tate. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much, Kennedy. Always an honor.
Happy Thursday.